The journey is the Sirius journey, which involves 12 stages to personal enlightenment, which is balance inside and out. And what I learned was that I had to go through the 12 stages, but each of the stages had to be experienced at 4 different levels, at the physical, mental, emotional and spiritual level. And that's what you'll be going through in this program. So I'm going to talk you through individually each of the different stages. So the first stage is the I, and this is when you arrived into the world first, before you had any experiences whatsoever. Pure potential. You have all these traits and characteristics, but they haven't yet emerged, and it's up to you to allow them to emerge. There are so many different paths open to you, but you have the choice which path to follow. And so we're going to move into the second section, and that is the you. And you'll find that the you is the personality that has developed. The you is you sitting there. You have experiences, you make interpretations of those experiences. That turns into a belief, and that creates who you really are. And then we're going to talk about the self. The third section is the self, where you will find out who you really are. And there'll be a meditation which will allow you to get deep inside yourself. And you'll start making conscious choices about how you interpret experiences. And the true you will begin to develop. So then we'll move into the fourth section, creative thought. And I will show you that your thoughts create your world, full stop. It is really, really simple. Our thoughts create our reality. If you think you're going to have a bad day, you will have a bad day. But you ultimately have control over your thoughts. And then we'll move into the next section, the physical senses. And it's really important because the physical senses is what we usually use to determine who we are and what this world is all about. But sometimes they are inaccurate. They don't tell the whole story. We don't use our intuitive senses. All we use is the physical. And all we get then is the physical world. But there is so much more. And then we'll go into the next section, which is reality picture, where you will see that your reality is purely the focus of your perception, and that you have total control over this focus. You can shift your perception, and you can channel your focus whichever way you want. The next section we're going to talk about is you and source. This is an amazing section, because this stage, you find out who you really are. A miracle. I will remind you that you are a total miracle, that this world is one large miracle. It's very, very simple. And that this life is there to be lived fully, and for us to allow ourselves to become all we are capable of becoming. And then we'll move into the next section, which is love and fear. And I will show you that there is no such thing as fear. All there is love. And that fear is a total imbalance. It is unnatural. It's a man-made thing. And it has no energy except for the energy that we give it. And then we'll move into the section on inner reflection, which is amazing because you're going to find out that all of the answers to all of your questions are within you. You've just forgotten how to access that inner you. And then we're going to talk about energy, because energy is everything. It is in everything. It is everything. Your physicality is energy. Your emotions are energy. Your mental thoughts are energy. Your spirituality is pure energy. And so it's important that we understand energy and learn how to manipulate it to discover what it really is. So the next section is self-definition. And having gone through all of the journeys so far, you will find yourself in a place where you get to redefine who you really are. This is very much layered, and you found out who you really were in the third section, the self. But now you get to redefine it, having learned all of what you've learned on the journey so far. And then finally, we're going to go into integration, the last stage on the journey, the serious journey towards personal enlightenment. And this is the most crucial, because it doesn't mean anything if you can't integrate any of this. You have to be able to apply all of it. You have to be able to live it, and it become part of you, in order for it to transcend into your perfect reality.